Imagine a time when India wasn't defending its borders, but expanding beyond them. When a king from Kashmir dared to take Indian civilization all the way to Iran and Central Asia. A king who crushed Arab invaders, defeated powerful Indian rivals, and built temples that still inspire or even in ruins, but history forgot him. His name was Lalitaditya Muktapida, a warrior, builder, and visionary from Kashmir. And today, we are bringing him back. This is the untold story's forgotten empire builder, the king who almost changed the course of Asia's history. Lalitaditya Muktapida was born around 695 CE in Kashmir, into the Karkota dynasty, a powerful Hindu royal family that ruled from the beautiful Kashmir valley. He became king in 724 CE, after the death of his father Durlabhka Pratapaditya. But unlike most rulers, Lalitaditya had a vision, to make Kashmir not just a mountain kingdom, but a civilizational powerhouse. He ruled from his new capital, Parihsapura, near modern-day Srinagar, and would go on to become the greatest ruler in the history of Kashmir. Lalitaditya wasn't just a dreamer. He was a conqueror, and his sword spoke the language of empire. 1. Defeated Yashovarman of Kannauj. One of his earliest victories was against Yashovarman of Kannauj, one of the most powerful rulers in North India. With this win, he stamped his dominance over the Gangetic plains. 2. Crushed Arab invaders. This was a time when Arab armies had already taken Sindh and were pushing into Punjab and beyond. But Lalitaditya stood in their path. According to Kalhana's Rajtarangini, Lalitaditya confronted the Umayyad Arabs, defeated them, and drove them back west, halting the expansion of Islam into northwestern India. Conquests in Central Asia and beyond, Lalitaditya's ambitions didn't stop at defending Bharat. He crossed the Indus, marched into Bactria, Turkestan, and parts of modern-day Iran and Afghanistan, areas that were under Tibetan and Arab control. Yes, you heard that right. An Indian king, from Kashmir, expanded his influence up to Iran and Central Asia. Modern historians believe that while some of Kalhana's claims may be embellished, coins and archaeological evidence confirm Indian presence and cultural influence in these regions during Lalitaditya's time. 4. Victory over Tibetans. Lalitaditya also defeated the Tibetan Empire, which was rising in the north and threatening India's Himalayan frontier. This gave him control of trade routes into Xinjiang and Central Asia. But Lalitaditya wasn't just a conqueror. He was also a creator. He built the city of Parihsapura, a marvel of its time, filled with grand temples, learning centers, and public works. His crowning architectural achievement? The Martand Sun Temple. Built in the 8th century, it combined Gandhar, Gupta, and Kashmiri styles, symbolizing the cultural unity of his empire. Sadly, it was later destroyed by Islamic invader Sikandar Butshikan in the 14th century. But even in ruins, it tells the story of a golden age. Lalitaditya was a patron of Sanskrit, Shaivism, Vaishnavism, and Buddhism. He welcomed scholars, poets, and monks from across India and Central Asia. He built canals, reformed taxation, maintained law and order, and ensured that his subjects thrived. Under his rule, Kashmir became a cultural and economic hub of the subcontinent. So how far did his empire really reach? While Kalhana's Rajtarangini claims that he ruled up to the Caspian Sea, modern historians believe his influence likely extended into parts of Iran, Afghanistan, and Central Asia. Coin findings, cultural markers, and trade records confirm this unprecedented expansion. In many ways, Lalitaditya was India's own Napoleon or Alexander, but grounded in Sanatan Dharma and driven by Dharmayuddha. After his death around 760 CE, the Karkota dynasty slowly declined. And like so many great Indian kings, he was forgotten. In today's world, where Kashmir is often seen only through the lens of conflict, the story of Lalitaditya Muktapida reminds us of its glorious past. He wasn't just a king. He was a symbol of unity, courage, culture, and civilization. For thousands of years, Kashmir was a cradle of Hindu civilization. It was the land of Shaivism, the birthplace of Abhinavagupta, and the center of Sanskrit learning. The Nilmata Purana, one of the oldest Kashmiri texts, proudly refers to it as the land of the gods. Great sages, scholars, and kings like Lalitaditya made it a beacon of Sanatan Dharma. Temples dotted its valleys, its people followed Hindu rituals, and its art was deeply dharmic in nature. Islam came to Kashmir only in the 14th century, through invasions and forced conversions, starting with tyrants like Sikandar Butchikan, who destroyed the Martand Sun Temple and hundreds of others. So when we talk about Kashmir's identity, it's not a religious battleground. It is, and always was, a civilizational pillar of Bharat.